Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Single Ladies Cooking. As you know how we do, we come up with another delicious recipe this week. We are going to make Cajun stuffed bell peppers. I'm going to do a part 2 to the questions that I received last week because I did get a lot of questions and I want to get everybody's questions in. If you want to ask me a question and you actually want me to shout you out, go ahead when you put your comment in and put your question and your request for me to shout you out, and I'll get to you guys. I'm ready to get to this food. Let's get to it. Okay everybody, so go ahead and preheat your oven to 355 degrees. These are our ingredients. So we have some bell peppers that have already been cut. All of the vegetables have been cut already. We have red onions and zucchini. The top of the bell peppers we will use in the recipe, so keep those. We have a half cut tomato. We have mozzarella cheese, soul seasoning, Old Bay, garlic powder, Cajun street seasoning, which is very important, and some cayenne pepper. Feel free to use any ingredients that work best for you. In this skillet, you're going to add in just a bit of oil. Take that ground turkey or ground beef, I'm using ground turkey, and put it in the skillet. I am using half of my ground turkey. You can use the whole pound. I already have some that's cooked up and saved, so I'm going to just reuse that. But you can use the entire pound of ground turkey or beef. And you're just going to cook that until it's complete. To season your turkey or beef, and you can use whatever seasonings you want, and you can use the seasonings that I showed you. You're just going to season it and then just cook it up, and once you're done, you're going to put it in a strainer and let the oils drain off of the meat. Then you're going to take your bell peppers, the tops that you've already cut off of your bell peppers, and you're going to just cut those up into small dices, and you're going to cook that into your dish as well. So just cut off a few pieces and just cut them up. Okay, so from here, you're going to put a little bit more oil in your skillet. You're going to grab your onions and your peppers, and you're going to put them into the skillet to cook for about 2 to 3 minutes, just until they're translucent and ready to move on to the next step. Now you're going to add in your zucchini and your garlic. I'm using a garlic paste that's already been cut down, and you use about 2 teaspoons worth of it. I kind of just know because I can guesstimate it with my eyes, but you just pour that in. Then you take some tomato paste or tomato sauce, but I'm using tomato paste, and that's about 2 tablespoons right there. And you're just going to toss that into the skillet. Because it's tomato paste, it's thick. So what you're going to do is get some water and try to loosen it up with the water. And it should have a nice consistency. This is how it should look when you add the water in. You're going to have to add the water in bit by bit to get that consistency. Then you're going to take your rice. I boiled my rice to the side already, and I did season it with Cajun seasoning as I boil it. And you're going to just toss it into your mix here. Then you're going to take your ground beef and do the same thing, toss it into the mix. Season it all over again with your seasonings. It needs to be flavorful, guys, and it needs to definitely have that Cajun kick to it, okay? Then Then you're going to add just a little bit more water into it and stir it up so that it can be nice and ready to go. Then you're going to cut up some of that fresh tomato. This is optional. You don't have to do it. But I wanted a little fresh tomato in mine. So I just cut up that half tomato and I pour it in there. Then you're going to take a handful of that mozzarella cheese and pour it into the mixture. And you're going to stir it up. If you feel like you want more cheese, add a little bit more. If you want less, of course, add less. Then in a baking pan or baking bowl or whatever, you're going to pour in just a bit of water. This is going to help the peppers to cook thoroughly. Then you're going to take just a drizzle of olive oil and rub it on all of your bell peppers all the way around until it's nice and oiled on the outside. Then you're going to fill in those bell peppers with your meat, or your mixture rather, and you're going to fill it all the way up. And when you have all of them done, you're going to take your mozzarella cheese again, and you're going to top them with the mozzarella cheese. From here, you're going to be pretty good to go. So you're going to wrap it up with aluminum foil, and then you're going to put it in the oven to bake for 30 minutes. And from there, you're going to take it out of the oven, and you're going to remove the foil, and it should have that nice juicy look to it. This is how it should appear. If you want to add more cheese, feel free to. But I'm just going to put it back into the oven and cook without the foil for about another 15 minutes. And then when it's done, it will look like this. And your dish is complete. All right, you guys. So now that you see it, I'm going to head on over to the table. And I'll see y'all in just a bit. Hey everybody, I am at the table. I'm getting ready to enjoy this delicious food. As you know, this is our second portion of our videos where we talk about dating, relationships, singleness, all that good stuff. And today I'm going to be continuing the questions that I have been getting from you guys because I want to answer them. I think that it's so good that we have this dialogue about relationships and about being single, about dating and 2020 and what's this like, you know, what it's like in 2020 to be dating. So I have a few questions here. So let's jump right in. Okay. Question number 1. Is it okay to date a man that is not saved? That is a challenging question for so many reasons, but I'm going to try to answer it the best way I can. From my experience and from what my faith is and what I believe, I don't believe that it's safe and healthy for you to date a man that believes in a different religion. Or if you are a man and you're watching this, then I don't think that it is safe to date outside of your faith. The reason why I say that is because it's difficult when you believe the Lord as your headship and then they believe Buddha as their headship. And you're trying to take what you believe into the house, and he's trying to take what he believes into the house. And those two gods are at war for sovereignty. Y'all, that is fire. Oh my gosh. I would say it's a no for me to date a man that's not saved. And it's so important to be equally yoked that both of you have the same faith and the same goals, because that'll make it so much easier as you are planning and building your life. Your goals and your morals are kind of be one and the same, and it won't be like, I'm trying to do this and I'm trying to do that. It'll, you know, you'll have those moments like every relationship does where you're kind of tugging and warring, but it's so much harder when it's the topic of religion and the topic of your faith. It's harder to pick and have a conversation over religion and your faith and what you believe and how you will lead your house versus what type of bed sheets you want. Like, those are two different wars. So I think it's just safe not to. And another thing I think a lot of women feel that, if saved women who are walking in the faith of Jesus Christ, think that they can somehow convert a man into Christianity and into the faith. That is not true. That is a lie. Now, there are instances where women have met a man and the light that they have in them convince those men to turn. But that is not every woman's situation. And I would not tell you to make those decisions and to go that far into choosing a mate that you would just choose anyone, whether they be saved or not saved, believe what you believe or don't believe what you believe. And just so you know what, if they don't believe it, I'll just build them up. I'll just fix them. We have to take that superhero cape off, because we're not superheroes. We're not the one that saves the person. God saves them. God heals them. God delivers them. God corrects them. God does all of that, right? We're just the light that shines his love and his kindness and his glory in front of people. So when you have a man that is not saved, that you're trying to save, or you're trying to bring into Christianity, you're going to shoot yourself in the foot. Because he's either going to go with whatever he wants to do because he's grown and he can make his own decisions, or two, he's going to convince you to go out of your religion in some way, shape, form, or fashion. He's going to pull you out of what you believe versus you pulling him into what you believe. And I think that's very dangerous, and it's not safe. So I would just give a warning and a word of caution just not to do that, because it's not healthy for you. And it's also not healthy for that person, because God may really have a plan to save that person and to deliver that person. But you trying to come in and manipulate them to believe, or, why don't you come to church with me? Sometimes that's not always a genuine request. Sometimes people are really trying to manipulate other people into being saved, or into believing in Jesus Christ. It's not really a genuine request of just come and see what I do. Come and learn my culture learn the culture of my faith. Sometimes it's just simply come so I can get you in, and hopefully you'll become saved, and therefore I'll be more comfortable making you my husband. You get what I'm saying? It's not nice. It's not really like Christ. So I would just say no to that question, and those are my reasons why. Question number 2. Should you only date to marry? I have 2 answers for that. I do think that while you're single, it is healthy to meet new people. Not every person that you're going to date with is going to be the husband for you or the wife for you. And I'm particularly talking to women, but I kind of want to include men, because I don't know if you're a man watching this, but if you are, kind of feel yourself in when I say a woman, righteously, find your way. But I think that for women, it is okay. I think for anybody, it's okay to go on dates and meet different people. I think that you can build all type of friendships and healthy things out of that. However, I will say, just kind of be led by the Holy Spirit about who you choose to, invite into your company and into your spirit and into your presence. You need to be cautious about that, because some people are there to teach you lessons. And so you may realize, this is not my husband. I'm just going to, kindly pull out of this conversation or this interaction with this person. But there could be something there that's more that could give you what you need along your journey to being found by your husband. And you just keep it pure. Keep it pure. Don't go into it allowing yourself to walk in things that you're not comfortable with. Anything that's going to make you question your faith or change what you believe, I would say kind of walk on the air of caution. You don't want to put yourself into any entanglements, amen, that you don't want to be in. So I would just say be careful about that. And the second thing that I would say is, You should have a purpose to your dating. I don't think that you should just go into dating flailing and just, oh, he asked me out, so I'm going to go. Oh, he's cute, so I'm going to go. I think there should be purpose, because dating is not a recreational activity. When you go, you are going to see if this person is the right match for you. If this person can be a true husband. It's not like a recreational game. In that case, it's no longer dating. You're just hanging out with a friend. I think dating or courting is purposeful intent to see if the two of you can be married. But if you're not looking to marry, then you just want to hang out with people, and that's fine. Get you some good friends, good people that provide good, healthy company for you, and have as much fun as the Lord wills, you know. But I would say that if you are looking to be married, then your dating should be very purposeful and intentful as to who and what you go do when you date. And I feel that if you find that it is not the purpose of marriage, that God has brought the two of you out on this date, then find what that purpose is and walk in that. And that's okay. Because not, like I said, not every date is going to be the person for you. You know, obviously, you should have purpose on your dates. And if he's there and he's not willing to really date you, he's just kind of trying to figure you out and seeing if he can possibly do things with you or have things with you that isn't in the will of God for your life. You know, some men are like, let me marry you, let me make you my wife, let me give you a baby. And all the time, they just trying to bait you into their bed. And it sounds like they want to be with you. It feels like they want you, but deep down, they really don't want you. They want to have sex. They want to do the do. They want to fill up on your butt. They want to rub in the creases and crevices of your body parts. Huh? Don't let the devil bewitch you. Huh? Be not deceived. Huh? He is walking and he is roaming around like a roaring lion. And he's a liar. Huh? And you have to be watchful, because sometimes, you know, it can seem like they are really into you, like they love me. They know I'm their wife. Like they just know me. They get me. They're just so romantic. Have to be very watchful of that, because sometimes that is a trick of the enemy so they can get you in their bed. And then when they get you in their bed, sometimes women end up pregnant. And so now I'm with a guy that will not marry me and regrets being with me. And then he doesn't want to raise his child. That is a whole new level of trauma that you now have to heal, right? So I would say that that's not the best thing to do, you know? And I would just say be purposeful so that you can avoid mistakes and that you can avoid traumas and you can avoid issues and pains. And believe me, I know that it is hard trying to date and get out there and find somebody, but I'm telling you, it is possible. They're out there. You know, God will lead that man to you. Or if you're a man, God will lead you to that right woman. And I hope that encouraged y'all this week. That's all that I have left. I try to make sure that I keep the video within 20 minutes and try not to take it over that or keep it under 20 minutes. Like 10 minutes for the cooking and then 10 minutes for the conversation. Sometimes I go over that. I don't mean to, but I'm trying to keep it within that time frame so that we can get everything kind of concise, so people don't have to spend their whole day listening to me talk. But I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you would like for me to talk about. If you have any questions at all, I'm so happy to spend this time with you guys, and I will see y'all next week. Bye.